We should have an entire show about Red Wing. That adorable, adorable mechanical bird. By the way, after the roar of the dinosaur, because this channel's called Rawrist. Rar means I love you in dinosaur. You're welcome. I don't know if you wanted my love. Anyways, I'm going to be talking about spoilers past the roar of the dinosaur. So if you don't want spoilers for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 1, season 1, stop watching. As for first episode, I really liked it. The beginning was really good. I don't think it was as strong as the first episode of WandaVision, and I really don't like sitcoms. I think the opening of this episode was really strong. Seeing Sam just being a total badass and using his wings. I mean, we've seen throughout the MCU movies how amazing he is, but seeing him go solo and just fucking ripping through the enemies was so cool. I enjoyed that so much. I really like Sebastian Stan, so when I say this next part, please don't take it as a criticism towards him. I love Bucky and everything about him. I wasn't as much into his storyline. I get right now he's just dealing with the trauma of he has his mind back. He went to Wakanda to kind of recover. He's no longer under Hydra's control, and he has to kind of rebuild his life and figure out, I'm 106. How do I adjust to this world? My best friend's now an elderly man just living out the rest of his life. What do I do? Okay, I gotta settle up on my debts. I'm apparently really slow in the brain because I did not connect until seeing the photo of the young man that, oh, when he was the Winter Soldier, he killed that elderly man's son when he was working for Hydra. And man, was that just a punch across the face. I don't know, Bucky's really not doing it for me yet. I understand it's the first episode, but I'm not really captivated by him. I know he has his stands, so if you agree with me, don't write that in the comment section down below because they will come for you and they'll try to make your life a living hell. I know they said we were gonna have a lot of cameos in the show. I guess I just didn't expect to see Rhodey in episode 1. I was like, oh, you're starting those cameos off right from episode 1. Good for you, Kevin Feige. Good for you. Imagine how pissed you would be if you were told, hey, you should give up this position because it's for the best thing, it's really not needed, and then you find out the next day they just wanted you to give up the position so they could give it to someone else. I would be so raging pissed. I know he can't really throw a stink about it, but I have a feeling, and I'm not sure yet because I don't think I remember them saying the actual name of the new Captain America, but in the comics, different people have taken the mantle up of Captain America, and one went a bit psycho and had to be put down, had to be stopped, so I kind of wonder if are we going with that storyline? Are we going with this Captain America is going to become totally fucking unhinged and Sam and Bucky are going to have to go in and be like, no. It's time to stop. Now the boat business with Sam's immediate family, his extended family, whatever you want to call it. I know people have different feelings on what immediate family is. I love the water and boats. I'm a certified captain, so if you need me anytime, I can take you places. So I'm invested in that, anything with water and boats, but I can see how some people might be like, I want to see the Falcon beat up bad guys. I don't want to see him dealing with family drama. And I get that, but don't, if you're fearing they're gonna go the CW route where it's just like tons of fucking just teenage drama, they're not going that route. They're just adding more humanity to these characters so we can get more connected to them and build on them. Just like with Wanda and Vision, showing them in their ideal life. Though from the beginning we knew things were all wonky with that. Oh, by the way, dear humans of Earth, if I don't see a million Falcon Halloween costumes this year, I know we'll be wrapping up dealing with that whole global thing we're all dealing with. I will be very disappointed. If I don't see a million little kids come to my door dressed as the Falcon, you failed as a parent. Yeah, I don't care if you've done everything else right. You failed. Oh, these reviews, by the way, are just like my WandaVision ones where I don't write a script. I just watch a show and I just have verbal diarrhea. So welcome to hell. You can click off anytime. No one blames you. Now, as for the big bad we're dealing with, it does seem very obvious the super soldier serum was given. There's going to be some form of it. I'm going to imagine it's going to be more of the unstable type, not the kind that was given to, Steve. That was I guess maybe not rigorously tested, but a lot more stable than what's going on with these other people. So we're gonna see more super soldier on super soldier battling, which is, I'm guessing, how Bucky gets involved with Sam, where you want someone that's able to take those blows and go head to head like that. I am very much so in the minority here. I completely understand that when I say this. This is a very unpopular opinion. I'm not really into I'm the guy who's super planning, and I'm the guy who's just wing everything, and oh, we've been put together, and now look at all our conflict. So I'm gonna be interested if they do it in a way that just doesn't irritate the fuck out of me. And I know, again, this is a me problem because people love those type of team-ups. What Lethal Weapon, like, that's the best example, where you have the guy by the rules who's too old for this shit, and then you got the wild, crazy fucking dude that's crazy. And that's the fun for a lot of people. It's not fun for me, but, you know, the world doesn't revolve around me. So there's my super unpopular opinion. I'm hoping they do the straight-laced and wild card being put together as partners in a way that's very interesting and just not grating to my soul. I do wish we could spend more time during the 5 years that half the population was gone. By the way, if you're wondering, this show takes place about 6 months after Thanos' defeat. So if you're a little confused on the timing, that's what the people that are running the show said. It's 6 months, and WandaVision was 2 weeks. So this is definitely more than 5 months after Wanda's shenanigans in Westview. However, it would be interesting to see, because there was a lot of chaos, but also seeing the breakdown of borders when you don't have as many people to kind of claim domain of certain areas. And now that, you know, all those people are back, they can go back to the heavy borders, and there's people that are like, no, fuck that. I want to go back when there was less population, and it was easier to spread out, and we didn't have to be so tribalistic. Though I do imagine in some ways you had to be a bit more. So I like that we're going to spend more time with these villains, the bad guys, as the showrunner said. We are finding out their motives, understanding them. They're just not a bad guy twisting mustache, which I like. They sometimes do it really well. Loki, they do really well. The evil dark elf in Thor 2, he was just a generic mustache twisting villain. Wasn't memorable. Thanos was memorable. So giving motive and reason and having you understand and go, okay, I get what your goals are. I understand, and I can see some merit in them. But how you're going about it and what you're doing, you know, a bit fucked up, and could you not? So I'd say, as for a first episode, I think WandaVision was better, but I'm definitely into this series so far to see where it goes. I'm definitely a bit more interested in Sam's storyline than I am with Bucky's, but I think as soon as they intersect, we're going to see a lot more action, if that's what you're here for, and you're not here for, you know, drama sort of stuff with family or with Bucky trying to redeem himself. I feel like the show's gonna have a little bit for everybody. Or I'm completely wrong and it's just gonna be a fucking shit show. Who knows? Like, subscribe, come back for more videos.